This story will start in the battle against Raditz. Piccolo asks Goku if he has a trick up his sleeve. Goku would tell Piccolo he doesn't, so Piccolo tells Goku he does. It's called the Special Beam Cannon, but he needs time to charge it. Goku would agree to buy time for him, so Goku rushes at Raditz, but he is getting overpowered. So this leads into Piccolo using the Special Beam Cannon a little early, so Goku doesn't die. Raditz would dodge the attack and send a powerful blast at Goku, injuring him massively. As Raditz rushes at Piccolo, punching him in the arm, and similar to Nappa vs. Tien, Piccolo's arm gets cut off. Piccolo would yell in agony as he tries to regrow his arm, but he doesn't get the chance to because Raditz flies right in front of him, kicking him away, and flies behind Piccolo, kicking him again. Then he uses a double Sunday, blasting Piccolo away. Now that he is defeated, Raditz heads towards Goku, ready to kill him, as he fires a weekend at Goku, saying he dies here now. But before Raditz kills Goku, Piccolo kicks Goku out of the way, as he is hit by the powerful attack. Goku is in shock. Piccolo really just sacrificed himself to save him, the person Piccolo said himself that he was going to kill. Goku would yell out loud Piccolo's name, as a large explosion appears. Raditz will laugh, as he sees Piccolo on the ground, barely alive. He was in a similar state as he was against Nappa. Goku would try to get to Piccolo, as he rushes at Raditz, taking him through multiple mountains. Goku would ask Piccolo why would he do that, as Piccolo tells Goku he said he was going to be the one who would kill him. He couldn't let some alien kill him before he does, as Piccolo tells Goku his final words. It's been nice fighting alongside him. Don't go dying on him. Goku is now shocked. Piccolo is evil for sure, but he has some good in him. So Goku swears to himself he is going to defeat Raditz and find a way to revive him. And at this time, Gohan is able to break out of the space pod and headbutts Raditz. This gives Goku the chance to use a Super Kamehameha. Goku charges his Kamehameha, and with Raditz being off guard, he fires the attack at Raditz. Raditz will try to hold off the attack, but he couldn't, as he is consumed by the attack. Raditz will land on the ground, as he tells Goku there are going to be 2 more Saiyans that is much stronger than him, and will come back to revenge him, as he dies. A few seconds later, Krillin, Bulma, and Master Roshi would arrive, thankful that Goku is alright. But Goku is focused on thinking of a way to revive Piccolo. But Bulma would ask, how would they do that without any Dragon Balls? Vegeta and Nappa would hear this, and they would think, more of a reason to go to Earth. The Z Fighters would hear this, so Krillin destroys the Scouter. Now Krillin thinks of a plan, and remembers Raditz called Piccolo a Namekian. And if Piccolo is a Namekian, Kami should be one as well. Everyone goes to the lookout to talk to Mr. Popo, and he confirms Krillin's speculation. And all Bulma needs to do is build a spaceship, and they would be able to go off to Namek. But while Bulma builds the ship, Goku asks Bulma if she could build a training room inside it. Maybe even a gravity room, since space has less gravity than Earth. Is it possible she can make a gravity room with more gravity than Earth? Bulma says she will try, as she continues to build the ship. In this time, the Z Fighters all train together to prepare for the Saiyans. They won't get too powerful, so I will just put all their power levels on the screen. 2 months later, Bulma is done with the ship, So all the Z fighters goes onto the ship and is ready to go to Namek. Gohan would also come along after persuading Chi-Chi a bit. So now everyone goes. In this timeline, Goku would be able to get stronger by using the gravity room. Right now, Goku cannot go more than 30 times Earth gravity, but this training makes Goku and the Z fighters really strong. Yamcha will be at a power level of 2000, Krillin would be at a power level of 2200, Tien would be at a power level of 2500. And with Goku and Gohan, they are just a different story. Goku will learn Gohan likes studying, so Goku decides this time to help Gohan make a balance. They do training a lot, but Goku makes sure to let Gohan take breaks and study after a few hours a day. And Gohan would really appreciate this and finds a newfound love for fighting. He is not as much of a fighting freak like Goku, but he does like fighting a bit, and doesn't just spend his time just studying. When he is done with his studies, he spars alone, even though Goku tells him not to. So this makes Gohan stronger. So Gohan's power level is 3500, as Goku is at a power level of 4200. Yes, gravity training ain't no joke. You saw how much Goku has gotten from gravity training in canon. Everyone will land on Namek, and with no threat, the Z fighters are able to collect the Dragon Balls and get their potential unlocked by Guru. Now, Yamcha is at a power level of 4000, Krillin is at a power level of 5000, Tien is at a power level of 5500, Gohan will be at a power level of 10,000, and Goku is at a power level of 13,000. Gohan had the most potential out of everyone, so he gets the hugest boost. Goku has got a huge boost too. He doesn't have as much potential as Gohan, but he still gets a huge boost. Everyone would collect the Dragon Balls and summon Furonga with the help of Nail. And it's revealed they have 3 wishes, but they only need 1, which was to revive Kami. So they make the wish, and Porunga scatters. That means the Dragon Balls would be used again in a couple of weeks. The Z Fighters will thank the Namekians and says their goodbyes to the Namekians as they go back to Earth. Now we get back to Piccolo, and after he died, he waited with Kami for Yama to send them somewhere, but Kami gets another plan. He knows Piccolo has changed. He is not pure evil anymore. So he decides, with the upcoming threat of the Saiyan, Piccolo needs to get stronger. So when they get to King Yama, Kami actually asks for Piccolo to go to King Kai. Yama would question this a little, but after Kami explains, he allows it. So Kami teleports to King Kai's planet. Let's say that Kami's basic teleportation is able to get them to King Kai's planet in the timeline. King Kai would be shocked to see Kami with his evil hat. The Kai would ask Kami, what is he doing? As Kami explains the fight against the Saiyans, and the Earth needing as much help as possible against the Saiyans. King Kai would agree to train Piccolo if he makes him laugh, and after a while, he is able to. So his training begins. Piccolo was teleported to King Kai's planet, so he gets more training than Goku did in canon. Now 1 year would pass. Kami would have been revived and teleports back to Earth. But Piccolo would stay on King Kai's planet to train on his planet. Piccolo is able to learn the Kaioken, but not the Spirit Bomb, since he is not yet pure at heart. But he does know how he is supposed to use it. He just can't right now, because of how evil he is. He is also able to use the Kaioken, and he is able to boost it up way more than Goku was able to in canon, in the saga at least. Piccolo actually is able to boost the Kaioken to a power of 10 times. The Kaioken is actually a perfect technique for him, because of his regeneration. He isn't able to use Kaioken 24/7, but Piccolo can use it way better than Goku. Piccolo's power after the year would be at a power level of 11,000. For his Kaioken, his power level is at 110,000. Now the fight against the Saiyans will begin. Kami will teleport to King Kai's and tells Piccolo it is time. Piccolo would nod and goes back to the lookout. After they get to the lookout, Piccolo flies to the battlefield. Now Piccolo would get there just as all the Cybermen are defeated. And he is happy to see FighterZ was able to get so strong, and is actually around his power level. Now the real battle begins. Goku, Piccolo, and Gohan will take on Vegeta, as the humans take on Nappa. And the humans are actually able to kill Nappa, with a combination of the Ki Hell, the Kamehameha, and the Ki Enzyme. Now the battle against Vegeta will begin, with Goku going up first. Vegeta is still stronger than Goku, but his martial arts abilities are able to push back Vegeta. Soon after, Goku gets overpowered, and Gohan jumps in to save him. So he teams up with Goku and defeats Vegeta. Goku and Gohan will spare Vegeta, but before he leaves, everyone hears a yell, Kaioken times 3. Everyone is in shock as a special beam cannon pierces through Vegeta. It's Piccolo. He powers up, and he doesn't give mercy like Goku and Gohan. He would use a Kaioken times 3 mixed with the special beam cannon to kill Vegeta. Now all the Saiyans are dead, except for Goku, but they don't know about that right now. But with Vegeta and Nappa dying on Earth, Frieza doesn't go to Namek, but instead he wants to go and make his way to Earth to pay them a little visit.
After the battle against Vegeta, Goku predicts another enemy might appear soon, remembering Vegeta talking about somebody named Frieza, and something about revenge on him. And if Vegeta have some kind of connection with Frieza, he might know what happened in the battle. So that leads into Goku making a new goal for himself, training in 100 times Earth gravity. So he goes into the newly built gravity room. He would also bring Piccolo with him into the gravity room, because he wanted a training partner with him in the gravity room. He would think of bringing Gohan with him, but because of what he said in the last part, he doesn't want Gohan to push himself too much. So Gohan just continues his studies and does light training on his own sometimes, training with Piccolo and the human, making him stronger. Goku and Piccolo would start training at 50 times Earth gravity and works their way up to 100 times Earth gravity. Goku would make it his mission to surpass Piccolo's Kaioken times 10 without learning it himself, and after a few months of training, he does. Now Goku wants to reach a new state of power. After remembering Vegeta saying he is a legendary Super Saiyan, Goku would wonder, what is it at this point? Goku just thinks that it's just a huge power boost, because when Vegeta said that he didn't look any different. Piccolo thinks of something. Maybe the Namekians has some information on it, if it is the legendary form, like Vegeta said it was. So Goku and Piccolo would take a spaceship, then head to Namek. Since this spaceship would have been upgraded after the trip to Namek from the last part, it would only take a few days to go to Namek. So when they get to Namek, they ask Guru about the legendary Super Saiyan, as Guru tells Goku and Piccolo about the information of the legendary Super Saiyan. So Goku and Piccolo would leave, and Goku would think about what Guru said. So when they get back to Earth, they go straight to the gravity room, and Goku tries to think of a bad thing that happened to him. But when he does, it looks like his hair spikes up and goes from black to yellow, but when it does, it instantly turns back to black. Goku and Piccolo would be confused. They did what Guru said, but it doesn't work. So Piccolo thinks it maybe didn't work because Goku doesn't have enough experience, and Goku would go with this. So instead, Goku and Piccolo would just continue training in the gravity room, and they will get way stronger. Goku would still be weaker than Piccolo because of Piccolo having Kaioken, but with Goku training with this strong fighter, Goku would get stronger than before. And with Goku and Piccolo training in 100 times Earth gravity, they are both much more stronger than they were in canon. Soon, Gohan and the humans will also join in the training, increasing their gains even more. So Yamcha's new power level would be at 600,000, Krillin will be at a power level 750,000. Tien will be at a power level of 780,000. Gohan will be at a power level of 1.5 million. Goku will be at a power level of 5.2 million. And Piccolo will be the strongest at 6 million. And with Kaioken times 20, he will be at 120 million. With the gravity training with the other Z fighters, training in there was very effective, and with everybody having a year to train, I think this is pretty reasonable for them to be at these power levels. Soon, Frieza would make his way to Earth with his strongest soldiers, Midoriya, Zarbon, Guldo, Berter, Jace, Raccoon, and Ginyu. All of the Frieza soldiers would scatter around the Earth, and they will alert the Z fighters by killing innocents. So they go, taking out all of the weak soldiers, until Midoriya and Zarbon stops them, saying this is where they die. But Yamcha would step up, saying he will show these losers who was really the boss around here. Midoriya and Zarbon would laugh as they power up, but Yamcha would just smirk as he powers up to their same level. Midoriya and Zarbon would be a little shocked, but they won't be too worried. If they team up, this human won't stand a chance. So they get into a fighting stance, as Yamcha does the same, as they begin to fight, and Yamcha is actually able to easily beat down Midoriya and Zarbon, to their surprise. So Zarbon decides to power up into his monster form, but this is not able to give them the upper hand, because Yamcha is just too strong. So with a Spirit Ball, he defeats the right-hand men of Frieza. Now the Z-Fighters start taking out more of the Frieza army, until they all stop, to everyone's surprise. They won't see anything, but Guldo was able to freeze time as the Ginyu Force attacks the Z-Fighters all together, but when Guldo runs out of breath, the Z-Fighters are unfazed by all the attacks thrown by the Ginyu Force. So Krillin and Tien will take out the Ginyu Force with their techniques of Kaioken, Kienzan, and Dodonpa. Ginyu would have tried to switch bodies with one of the two, but they are just too fast, as they also defeat Ginyu. Now they get ready for the final battle against the Emperor of the Universe, Frieza. Piccolo would battle Frieza, with Piccolo beating down Frieza. Frieza would go into his second and third forms, but he is still unable to defeat Piccolo. So Frieza goes into his final form, and is finally able to get the upper hand against Piccolo. So Goku has to join in, as they push Frieza back once again. So Frieza decides to go into his full 100% form, as they are unable to defeat Frieza, both Goku and Piccolo. Piccolo would use his Kaioken times 20 form as he continues to battle Frieza with Goku's assistance, but Frieza is just too strong with his full 100% power level at 200 million, because he wasn't hit by the Spirit Bomb, so that is why he is at this power level. So he beats down Goku and Piccolo, as the humans would jump in, as they say, Kaioken, as Frieza is blinded by the attack, so everyone would shoot a blast at Frieza. Goku, Krillin, and Gohan a Kamehameha, Tien a Kikoho, Piccolo a Masenko, and Yamcha a Spirit Ball, as they all send their attacks at Frieza, with Frieza being injured. Gohan would try and finish off Frieza, but Frieza would catch Gohan's fist and start to beat down Gohan. Goku would be enraged, he doesn't have enough strength to help, but with just willpower, he was able to get up and go help Gohan. But Frieza is easily able to toss Goku around. Piccolo would jump in with his Kaioken times 20, but Frieza is just playing with everyone, as he beats the Z-Fighters down to the ground. But Frieza would keep Gohan in his hands, as he says, "It's disgusting to see the Saiyans trying to repopulate. He should have made sure all those Saiyans were killed, but he will fix his mistake here and now," as he kicks Gohan in the stomach, as Gohan is sent flying, as Frieza starts to torture Gohan, shooting death beams at Gohan. Then he decides to end Gohan with a huge blast. Goku seeing this would then be in shock, with everyone also being shocked. Goku would not only feel sadness, but he will feel enraged. His son was ended by Frieza. He hasn't felt this much anger in his life, as he charges up with his hair turning from black to gold, as his eyes turn green. Goku would yell, becoming a Super Saiyan. He rushes at Frieza, grabbing onto his hand, breaking it. Then he shoots a ki blast at his arm, disintegrating it. Then he kicked Frieza away. Frieza would yell in agony, as Goku rushes at Frieza, punching him in the face. Frieza would regain his footing as he rushes at Goku with them clashing. This battle would be actually very evenly matched, with Goku's power level being 260 million, so this battle would go similar to the battle from in canon. While this happens, Piccolo is powering a special beam cannon. Goku would see this and beat down Frieza until Piccolo's fully charged the special beam cannon, as Goku kicks Frieza to the ground. Then Goku would power up a key shield around him as he grabs onto Frieza. Goku would tell Piccolo to do it as Piccolo yells, "Special beam cannon," piercing Frieza's chest, as Frieza drops to the ground. Luckily, Goku was able to survive thanks to his higher power level, and his key shield of course. As the Dragon Balls are gathered, and Goku wishes for everybody that was killed by Frieza to be revived, which also revives Gohan. Goku would be happy to see Gohan is now alive. After all that has happened, he would train to control this form, so nothing like this would happen again. So Goku trains more in the gravity room with Piccolo as they get more stronger each day. But there is still one more threat out there. King Cold won't know what happened. His son Frieza was killed by somebody, reporting from one of the soldiers. King Cold won't know who has done this, but he will find out. And whoever has done this to his son will pay. But he doesn't know who did it. He doesn't know if it was people from on Earth or people from on Namek, because he remembers Vegeta and Frieza talking about Namekians from Earth and on Namek, and that both of the planets have Dragon Balls. So he'll get to the bottom of this and find out who did it. With Frieza now dead and everyone killed by Frieza being revived, there will now be a 4-year gap. King Cold would wonder what happened to Frieza, and he knew Frieza was trying to get something called the Dragon Balls, but those Namekians shouldn't be that strong. He will go to Namek, but he doesn't have a lot of people in his army, so he will have to find more members of his army, and apparently, some of the new recruits found someone King Cold might be interested in. So they brought in someone named Broly. King Cold would be surprised with Broly's power and thought it could really help in the battle on Namek when the time comes for it. But right now, he needs some more research to see who killed his son. So he sent 2 of his weakest soldiers to the planets. He knows that Earth and Namek both have Dragon Balls, because he remembers on the Saiyan Scouter that they said that there were Dragon Balls on the planet called Earth. So the weakest soldiers goes to the planet as King Cold does his research. Back to Earth, everyone has been training with each other, with Goku mainly training with Piccolo and Gohan, so they will get a massive boost. Soon Goku gets the heart virus and dies. Now 2 years will pass, and the androids will attack, defeating the Z Fighters. Piccolo and Gohan will be the last of the Z Fighters, as Piccolo is able to use Kaioken times 50. He was able to push his Kaioken to that level after intense training with Super Saiyan Goku, but Piccolo would fall because of the androids teaming up against Piccolo. He falls, so Gohan becomes a Super Saiyan and is able to escape. King Cold would also make his way to Earth after the soldiers hearing about the Dragon Balls. So King Cold makes his way to Earth with his new soldier, Broly. He and Broly would defeat the androids, but the destruction of Earth does not stop. King Cold would look for the Dragon Balls to revive his son Frieza. So Gohan decides to fight the Frost Demon, but then his journey will end, similar to what have happened against the androids in canon. So Bulma goes back in time to warn Goku about the heart virus. So she goes to Mount Paozu to give Goku the heart virus medicine, and she does so. Also seeing Gohan and Piccolo, seeing all of them, makes Bulma tear up and explains what happens in the future timeline. Goku would be irritated. He couldn't fight to help against the androids, so he will push himself even more than he ever did before. Try and defeat the androids when it is time. Future Bulma would also stay in the present timeline because it would be too dangerous to go back to her timeline. So she helps present Bulma with inventions as Goku, Gohan, and Piccolo trains in the gravity room. With Goku pushing himself even more, he will also push Gohan to the limit, saying that Gohan was too weak to defend himself against Frieza, so that costed him his life. What if Goku didn't have the power to go Super Saiyan? Everyone would have died, and it would have all been Gohan's fault. Gohan thinking about this would snap and becomes a Super Saiyan way earlier, so now the 3-year gap will end. And Dr. Gero with his android 19 would attack the city, so the Z Fighters goes to see what is going on. Yamcha gets his energy taken and gets stabbed through the chest, just like Canon. But this is where everyone else arrives. Goku would want to take the battle out of the city, and Gero allows Goku to choose his death location. So Goku battles Android 19 just like in canon, but this time, Goku was reminded to take the heart virus medication. So Goku is fully healed and was able to destroy Android 19. Dr. Gero would figure this would happen, so he had built a remote to awaken Android 17 and 18. But right after that, Gohan and Piccolo uses a double Masenko to finish off the Doctor. Now the two teen androids would awaken 16 as they start to attack the Earth. But this is where the Z Fighters arrive. Piccolo would battle 17, as Goku and Gohan battles 18. The androids are strong, but the Z Fighters are stronger than in canon as well, especially with Piccolo's Kaioken. He was easily able to get the upper hand with Goku and Gohan. They will have a little more trouble, but not too much to where they are getting overwhelmed. So Piccolo was able to defeat Android 17, and helps Goku and Gohan against Android 18, and defeats her. 16 would try to jump in, but Bulma would be on the battlefield, and she was able to find the switch off switch on 16. So the Z Fighters would hold down 16, so Bulma can switch off 16, and Bulma would want to reprogram 16 to make another Earth Defender. Soon future Bulma would also go to Dr. Gero's lab to see if there is some blueprints for making androids, and she will find some, but she will also find one more thing: the Project Cell. Bulma would think after reading some blueprints and would decide to reprogram Cell as well. So a few years will pass, and soon 16 and Cell was reprogrammed to be new defenders of Earth. Now King Cold would think it was time to attack, so King Cold would bring his new soldier Broly with him to the planet called Earth. So they will arrive on the planet, and the Z Fighters would be notified as they go to the battlefield with the new defenders of Earth, Android 16 and Cell. When they arrive on the battlefield, they are met with King Cold and his new recruit Broly. He will tell the Z Fighters they will pay for killing his son Frieza. Now he will teach them who is really in control. Piccolo would ask King Cold who is by him. It doesn't look like a normal soldier. So King Cold tells everyone about Broly, saying he will be the one to defeat them all. But that is not all, because he is only in his second form. If they fought him now, he would stand no chance. But luckily, King Cold has done some training with Broly, as King Cold doesn't just show off his final form, but a form beyond it, not golden or monkey. Yes, I am not calling the form black. I'm still calling the form Frieza got in the latest manga chapter monkey, because I have way too much fun calling him Monk, so you just have to get used to that. But King Cold doesn't get one of those forms. Instead, he gets a form similar to Cooler, and I will be using the 5th form Cooler render for this, because he is not canon and will not appear in this story. So King Cold and Broly gets ready to fight, as Goku and Gohan doesn't just power up into Super Saiyan. During these years, Goku and Gohan, as well as Piccolo, would enter the time chamber, thinking that they would need to train more if another threat like the androids appears. So this would lead into Goku and Gohan mastering Super Saiyan, and Piccolo being able to not only use Kaioken times 20, but like his future counterpart, Kaioken times 50. He might even be able to use Kaioken times 100 if he wanted to, but he will stay with Kaioken times 50 for now, because with this form, he has no stamina drain, and his body would just regenerate, and his body won't be injured while using it. So this is just a Super Saiyan form for Piccolo now. When Piccolo uses Kaioken times 100, that would injure his body, and Piccolo would only be able to use it in short bursts. But when he does use it, that will give him the same multiplier as a Super Saiyan 2. So everyone charges up, beginning to battle with Broly and King Cold. Goku would battle Broly, as Piccolo and Gohan would battle King Cold. Goku would use his Super Saiyan form against Broly to push him back, and this battle excites Goku. This Saiyan named Broly is amazing, but Broly is getting angrier and angrier as he yells with his hair spiking up. Broly has unlocked his Akari form. Goku would sweat drop as Broly rushes at Goku, with Goku barely being able to block the attack, with a big explosion appearing. At this time, the other Z Fighters would see what's going on, helping Gohan and Piccolo against King Cold, and some helping Goku. 16 will be the main one, helping Piccolo and Gohan against King Cold, as Cell actually helps Goku battle against Broly. Goku would be shocked to see Cell, since he haven't saw him before. And Cell would introduce himself to Goku, and would say that Bulma's the one who made him. Goku would smile as he tells Cell that he is happy to have him on his side, as Goku powers up, with Cell doing the same, as they both go to battle Broly. Now Broly would have a little trouble against Cell and Goku, but he was still able to beat them down. But Goku won't give up. Goku yells with his power exploding even more. Goku will smirk as Broly rushes down at him. Goku will be able to dodge Broly's attack and try to kick Broly, but Broly will grab Goku's foot and slams him to the ground. Goku will get up, kicking Broly, sending him back. Goku would jump back, shooting multiple ki blasts at Broly, as Broly gets up and shoots a huge blast at Goku. But Cell was able to tank the blast for Goku, using a ki shield that Bulma installed in Cell. Because of Android 17 and 18 having them, he thought that it would be good to have that installed into Cell and 16. Goku would rush at Broly, punching him in the face, as they go flying up into the air, clashing with each other, but Goku still has a slight advantage, as he goes and kicks Broly away. Broly will grab Goku's face as he slams him to the ground and tries to hit him with a huge blast. But Cell would stop Broly again as he uses his ki shield, but this time he freezes Broly in the shield and sends him flying. But soon Broly was able to break through, but Broly would use Cell's attack against him, as he uses a ki barrier to restrict Cell's movements. Then he sends Cell back. Then he fires a mouth beam at Cell, but Goku was able to jump back into battle, as Broly keeps on trying to hit Goku, but Goku was able to move out the way. But Broly was able to once again grab Goku's foot and slam him into the ground repeatedly. But Goku escaped Broly's grip once again and landed multiple blows on Broly. But Broly shot multiple blasts at Goku, which Goku was barely able to dodge out the way. Goku would land on 4s as he sees Broly trying to stomp on him, but Goku would jump up in the air and use a mouth beam to try and escape from Broly, but Broly would just smack it out of the way. Goku would be shocked. He didn't see this coming, as Broly grabs Goku's face and slams him through multiple mountains. Back to King Cold versus Piccolo, Gohan, and 16. They are having an even battle, with 16 mainly taking the blows thanks to his ki shield, with Piccolo and Gohan being the heavy hitters, with Gohan using his Super Saiyan form and Piccolo using his Kaioken times 50, which I said in the last part was about the same multiplier as the Super Saiyan. They're the heavy hitters and is able to push back King Cold. Soon the battle would stop because of FighterZ joining in, as he tries to tell King Cold that Broly is going insane. They have to stop him, as King Cold would tell FighterZ not to do it. But FighterZ does it anyways, saying that Broly's a monster. He cannot go out of control, because if he does, everybody would be doomed, as he uses his remote to shock Broly. Everybody would be shocked, and Goku would try to free Broly from the device on his neck, as he shoots a ki blast at it, destroying it, as Broly drops a knee. King Cold, seeing this, would look at FighterZ, saying, "How dare you interfere?" as he shoots a death beam at FighterZ, ending his life. How dare FighterZ get in his way? But now that he is dealt with, he can focus on the battle again, as he charges up again, rushing at the Namekian, Half Saiyan, and Android. Broly, seeing this, would power up, with his mind going out of control. He can't believe what he just saw. His father was just killed. They are going to pay for this, as Broly charges up, with his power sending back Goku and Cell. Goku and Cell would be shocked to see this power, as Broly's eyes start to go blank. His hair turns from black to yellow. Broly's power explodes as he becomes a Super Saiyan. Goku would be shocked to see this power coming from Broly. He's now using the same form as him. How is he going to defeat Broly if he was barely able to beat him in his other form? Now he got a 50 times multiplier. but Broly would rush at Goku and Cell, punching them both in the stomach, as they are sent flying. Goku would try to blast Broly, but it was ineffective, as Broly powers through Goku's blast, and punches Goku down to the ground. Then he shoots multiple ki blasts at Goku. Cell would try to use his ki barrier, but Broly was able to easily break through it and blast Cell with a mouth beam. Goku would be shocked seeing this. What the? Cell's defeated! But then, Cell was able to regenerate, getting much stronger, and is now actually stronger than Goku. Goku would smile, as Cell jumps back into battle, as while he's fighting he tells Goku that he is able to regenerate. So the only way to defeat him, if every last cell of his body was disintegrated. So he shouldn't worry about Cell dying, but at least keep one part of Cell alive, because that is how Cell can come back. Goku would agree to this as he jumps in, powering back up into Super Saiyan, as he helps Cell against Broly. And now, they're actually able to put up a little more of a fight against Broly. During this time, King Code would battle Piccolo, Gohan, and 16, with this battle going evenly. Piccolo would even try to use his Kaioken times 100, but he was able to use it in a short burst and use a Masenko. But even though this does a lot of damage to King Code, he is not defeated, as he sends all three of them back. Soon Krillin would jump in, seeing Goku and Cell being tossed around, as he yells, "Destructo Disc!" But it doesn't even affect Broly. Krillin would be confused as Broly looks at Krillin. As Broly powers up a blast, Goku knows Krillin won't be able to survive it. So Goku rushes to Krillin, telling Krillin to move. But Krillin was unsuccessful, as he is hit head on by the attack. Goku was trying to jump in to help Krillin, but this attack ends Krillin's life. Goku, seeing this, would be shocked, as he stopped in his place. Cell would be irritated that he was able to defeat Broly with his perfect form, as he yells, "If Piccolo can do this, he can also do it," as he yells, "Kaioken times 10, as his power explodes, multiplying 10 folds, as he rushes at Broly, with them now being on an even playing field. Goku would look on. He would clench his fist, as Goku would charge up, saying, "These battles has to end," as Goku's hair spikes up more, with electricity appearing around his body. Goku would yell, powering up into the form beyond Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, as he joins the battle with Cell, punching Broly, sending him flying. Goku would tell Cell, "Do not kill Broly, they just have to knock him out," because Broly was only controlled by King Code and his father. Cell would agree to this, telling Goku that he knows, and he got a perfect way to do so. Goku would smile as he goes in to battle Broly, with him being able to overpower Broly, with Goku sending Broly back. Soon, Cell would tell Goku that it's time. Goku would smirk as he kicks Broly down to the ground, as Cell yells, "Kamehameha," with Goku doing the same, as the two blasts rush towards Broly. As a big explosion happens, Broly falls to the ground, unconscious, powered down back to base. Goku and Cell would both give each other a nod, as Goku looks at King Code versus Gohan, Piccolo, and 16, as Goku joins in the battle, punching King Code in the stomach, as then he shoots a blast at King Code, defeating him. Now the day is saved, as everybody takes a Senzu Bean, as Goku also gives Broly a Senzu Bean. Broly would get up, not remembering what happened after he transformed. Broly would try to power up again, but Goku would stop Broly, saying that it's alright. He will teach Broly how to control his form. Broly would thank Goku. Broly would move in with Goku and his family at Mount Palzu, as 7 years will pass, with Goku finally helping Broly to control his Ikari form. Broly is actually able to control this form without losing control, with Broly now actually having real training partners. With Gohan, he would begin high school, and during this training with his father, Piccolo, and Broly, he is actually able to use Super Saiyan 2. And I would say that he's actually stronger than his Super Saiyan 2 form from the Cell games and canon. or equal to Super Saiyan 2 Goku from in canon against Majin Vegeta, with Goku from this timeline being more stronger than his canon self as well, with Goku being as strong as the Super Saiyan 3 counterpart from in canon, but maybe a little weak. Now the 25th Tenkaichi Budokai will happen, and Broly will replace the person Krillin fought in canon, so the first match of the tournament will be Krillin vs Broly, but surprisingly, Krillin would be able to defeat Broly with his abilities like Kaioken, Ki Blast, and Ki Enzyme. He is able to knock Broly out of the arena, though most of the tournament goes the same until Gohan vs Kibito, and Gohan shows off his Super Saiyan 2, but this is when Spokovich and Yamu attacks, striking Gohan with the pot of energy as they leave, as Kibito heals Gohan, as the Z Fighters follows the Majin. And this power actually gives Buu 90% of energy. Babidi will tell Dabura to attack the Z Fighters as Dabura kills Kibito and spits on Krillin. So Broly steps up to battle Dabura as Broly powers up into a Zakari form. And this Zakari form is actually as strong as Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta before his Majin power up. And it was hinted that Vegeta was able to defeat Dabura. So this Broly is also able to beat down Dabura. Shin would tell Broly not to use too much power, but then the earth starts to shake. The ship would explode as Babidi appears with a new being, Majin Buu. Everyone would be shocked to see Majin Buu. He doesn't look too evil, but Shin assures them Broly would defeat Dabura as Goku steps up against Majin Buu, as Goku powers up into a Super Saiyan as he goes to battle Buu, as they clash with them both enjoying the battle. Shin will tell Goku to finish off Buu with his full power, but Goku will tell Shin he wants to have fun with this battle. It will be disappointing not to have this challenge, and Buu will agree. This fight is very fun. Soon Goku will get into Buu's head, saying if Buu stops listening to Babidi and joins them, Goku and Buu will always fight and eat food. Buu would like this idea as he looks at Babidi and fires a move Goku used in the battle, a Kamehameha, as he sends it at Babidi, finishing off the wizard. Now Buu would turn around looking at Goku as Goku gives Buu a smile as Goku powers up into Super Saiyan 2 as the battle continues, ending the Buu saga. 4 months will pass as the god of destruction, Lord Beerus, would wake up dreaming of a Super Saiyan god. So Whis tells Beerus about the fights on Earth between the Z Fighters and the Frost Demons, showing Beerus Goku not only transforming into a Super Saiyan form, but beyond it, Super Saiyan 2. Beerus will be surprised. That power is nowhere close to his strength, but the Frost Demons were the strongest in mortal standards, so he should pay the Saiyans a visit on Earth. So Beerus goes to Earth, and he has a good time at Bulma's birthday party. But Beerus doesn't forget what he came to the planet for. He wants the Super Saiyan God. So Beerus beats the Z Fighters one by one. Not even Goku, Broly, Buu, and Piccolo is enough. Piccolo can now use Kaioken times 500 with these, but this doesn't stand a chance against Beerus. So Goku decides to summon Shenron to ask about the Super Saiyan God. So Shenron tells everyone how to summon the Super Saiyan God. So Goku, Gohan, Goten, and Broly will gather hands. But Goku will only get a huge power boost, but nowhere close to the level of Beerus. But this is where Whis tells the Z Fighters. I thought the words of the dragon was clear. He said you need 6 pure-hearted Saiyans, but you all only have 4. Goku would be shocked. What are they going to do? But this is when 2 people step up. It's Cell and Videl. Cell will say that she is pregnant, and with Cell, he will say that he has Saiyan DNA, so maybe he is enough for the ritual. So they will give it a shot, and surprisingly, Goku was able to become a Super Saiyan God, as he battles Beerus like canon. Then Beerus leaves the planet. Soon Goku would start training on Beerus' planet, but he won't be alone, because Whis would have quite a few students. Goku, Cell, Piccolo, and Buu. Goku would ask if Gohan wants to join, but surprisingly Gohan declines, and wants to train with the Kais, and after getting in contact with them, they agree as Gohan begins his training, breaking the Z-Sword and awakening the older Kai. Then he unlocks Gohan's potential, creating Ultimate Gohan. Now 1 year will pass, and the self-claimed Emperor of the Universe has returned, training for 4 months, and he unlocks a new form, his golden form. So Frieza goes to Earth and his army attacks, but luckily the Z Fighters were able to defeat all of Frieza's army. So Frieza would fly out of his chair and gets ready to fight, as Gohan Kaikais to Frieza's location and gets ready to fight, as Gohan powers up going into his ultimate form, as Frieza goes into his final form, as they begin to fight, with Gohan having an advantage against Frieza because of the training he has done. He is able to push Frieza into his golden form. Now, the match is more even. Gohan would be shocked to see Frieza's power, but he won't back down. And this leads into Frieza dropping out of his golden form, because of how long the battle has been going on for. And Gohan will take advantage of this opportunity as he kicks Frieza to the ground. Then Gohan slowly flies down, but while he is flying down, he is actually charging a special beam cannon. So when Gohan lands on the ground, he fires the cannon at Frieza, finishing him off once again with the same move. Now the day is saved and everyone on Beerus' planet was filled in on the information of Frieza's attack, and they are glad to hear that Gohan was able to handle it. Now some time will pass and Shampoo will start the Universe 6 vs 7 tournament, and the team is actually Goku, Piccolo, Broly, Buu, and Cell. In this timeline, Buu won't fall asleep, as he will actually participate in the tournament. So he will be up first, fighting Botamo, and this will actually be quite the unique battle, because Botamo is kind of like the Universe 6 version of Buu. But because of Buu having training with Whis, Buu is actually able to easily beat Botamo. Now, next up is Frost. Now they begin to battle, but Buu is stronger than Frost. So Frost would go into his final form and use the poison needle, but it actually has no effect on Buu. Buu would laugh, what was that? It didn't have no effect. So Buu would use his body parts to trap Frost and eliminate him. Now the next fighter is Vegeta, and Buu is unaffected by the heat. Even though Buu is not good with insults, Buu overwhelms Vegeta and is able to eliminate him with a Kamehameha. Now next up is Kaba, and Buu would smile, saying Kaba reminds Buu of his friend Goku. But that doesn't mean Buu would go easy on him. Kaba will get into a fighting stance, as the battle begins with Buu and Kaba being even at first, because Buu would want to test Kaba, and Buu would be surprised to see how powerful Kaba is. But soon Buu will eliminate Kaba with a beam clash. Buu would copy Kaba's move, as he uses a Gallic Cannon to send Kaba out of the arena. Now the last fighter is Hit, and he has an easy time dealing with Buu because of his time skip. Buu will try his best, but he is unsuccessful in eliminating Hit. When Buu returns to the sidelines, he is praised by the team, as Piccolo is up next. After some failures, finds out about Hit's time skip. So Piccolo would predict Hit's time skip, and Piccolo would power up into his brand new. His skin will turn yellow, with most of the lines on his arms disappearing. His eyes turning red, showing off Piccolo using God Ki. His power would explode, showing God Piccolo. This power will be amazing, as Piccolo rushes at Hit, punching him in the stomach, then fires a Ki blast, sending Hit out of the arena, not allowing Hit to use his time skip. Now the day is saved, and everyone goes home. And now the Piccolo Black arc will happen. When Bulma goes back in time, she will see Piccolo, and she will be terrified, thinking that Piccolo might have followed her somehow. So she will try to run away, but then she'll notice the sky. It's normal, so it looks like she has made it back to the past. And when she turns back to Piccolo, he is not in the black gi Piccolo Black would be. He's actually in the normal Piccolo gi. So she would know that it's actually Piccolo and not Black. So she will explain everything about Piccolo Black, and everybody would be shocked. And Piccolo would ask, if it is really him, how is he back? Bulma would say that she is unsure. But Piccolo would say, if it's really him, then Kami should be alive as well, since that is his good half. So they should return to the future to see. So when they are finished talking, Piccolo Black appears out of the portal. Piccolo would be irritated to see this evil counterpart of himself, but Goku would battle Piccolo Black, as Goku goes Super Saiyan 2 to fight against him. The battle will begin with Piccolo Black having the upper hand against Goku. Piccolo Black would be able to toss around Goku because of his ability. He would use his stretchy arms, he would use his multi-form technique, and every kind of ability Piccolo has. So Goku would have to push himself into using Super Saiyan God. This battle would actually excite Goku. He hasn't had a battle like this since fighting Broly, where Goku is able to go all out and have an even battle, not getting overpowered against the opponent, without Goku being able to put up a fight like against Lord Beerus. Goku is able to overpower Piccolo Black, even with Piccolo Black using his ability. Goku was able to overpower Piccolo Black with his own abilities, like the multi-form technique, Kaioken, and Godbind. A portal would open up again. Goku thought this was his chance to send Piccolo Black away. So Goku would use another Godbind to freeze Piccolo Black as Goku jumps back and powers up a Gravity Bash, sending Piccolo Black through the portal. So that means the Z Fighters can think of a plan. Beerus and Whis would notice the time ring and Potara earring on Piccolo Black, so they will go to Universe 10 to talk to Gowasu. But Buu would tell Goku if he needs help against Piccolo Black, he will help Goku, as Goku, Gohan, Piccolo, and Bulma goes back in time, as Beerus and Whis brings Buu with them to Universe 10. So this leads into Zamasu and Buu having a sparring match, instead of Goku having a sparring match with him. So Buu and Zamasu's battle will begin, and right off the bat, Buu has the advantage against Zamasu, and Zamasu would be disgusted to see this thing beat him around. Zamasu would try slicing up Buu, try to now just kill him, and Zamasu's ki would flare up, having a similar feel to Piccolo Black. Zamasu would slice up Buu and send a ki blast at him, but Buu would survive, regenerating into multiple copies. Buu would be irritated. No good person would try to kill him. Buu would look at Beerus and Whis as they discuss should they agree or disagree, but after thinking upon what happened, they agree. They will say sorry to Gowasu as they tell him the battle was only supposed to be a sparring match. As Zamasu was trying to kill him, Gowasu would reluctantly agree, as Buu says to Zamasu, "You go bye-bye. You're not going to get away with what you did to Buu." As all the copies of Buu fires a Kamehameha, sending it at Zamasu, killing him. Gowasu would lift his head down, as Beerus tells Gowasu it had to be done. Gowasu would tell Beerus he knows, he just couldn't believe Zamasu would go down a dark path like this. Now Buu, Beerus, and Whis would return to Earth to wait for the fighters to come back, now knowing who is really Piccolo Black. Back to the future, Piccolo and the others would go up to the lookout, and surprisingly, there is no one there. So Piccolo would tell them, since Kami is not on the lookout, that means that this person has to be an imposter of him. So Piccolo would alert Piccolo Black as he goes to Piccolo's location. Piccolo Black would be glad to see Piccolo, saying that he can now show that he is the real Piccolo. But present Piccolo would tell Piccolo Black he is not him. Piccolo Black is an imposter. Who took his body? Piccolo Black would ask what proof does Piccolo has, as Piccolo tells Black that if he was the real Piccolo, Kami would be alive, because he is his good half. But because Kami isn't alive, that means that he isn't the real one. Piccolo Black would tell Piccolo, what if he absorbed Kami, or put him in the evil containment wave? As Piccolo would tell Piccolo Black, if he did, he would have sensed Kami's ki, and if Piccolo Black had fused with Kami, he would have affected his personality, but there's no signs of that. Soon Piccolo's prediction would be answered as Zamasu introduces himself. Piccolo would smirk, firing a blast at Zamasu, seemingly killing him, then rushes at Piccolo Black, powering up into his Namekian god form as he beats down Piccolo Black. Soon Zamasu would come back and try to help Piccolo Black, but someone would punch him. It's not one of the Saiyans or Bulma, it's actually someone else. It's Majin Buu, with Shin and Gowasu. Buu would explain everything to the Saiyans, Bulma, and Piccolo, as he says that he will kill Zamasu for hurting his friends. as he splits himself into good and evil Buu. Everyone would be confused, but luckily, evil Buu would fight alongside Buu, because Zamasu would rush at them both. But thanks to how strong Buu is, he defeats Zamasu, but Zamasu will tell the Buu that he is immortal, so he cannot die. But the good Buu would say that is not a problem, as he fires a piece of himself at Zamasu, and absorbs him. Now Zamasu is defeated, and luckily, he doesn't affect Buu's personality. But evil Buu would fight Buu, but because of his power-up, Buu would eat his evil half, becoming Super Buu, but he is still good. Soon, Piccolo was able to kill Piccolo Black and save the day. Now everyone would return to their timeline and say goodbye to Bulma. But before she leaves, Bulma would think, why won't she stay here? She doesn't have anyone in the future to help her, so she will stay in the past. Now 1 year will pass, and everyone will become stronger. Goku will train with Whis personally, and he will learn Ultra Instinct. And with Broly, he will control his legendary Super Saiyan form. With Buu, he has been training with Beerus, learning some Hakai techniques. With Piccolo, he would be doing both, learning from Whis and Beerus, so he will have a mix and learn not only Ultra Instinct Domin, but is able to use the form called Ultra Ego. With Buu, he will also have Ultra Ego, but with Goku and Buu, they will have a better control of the two forms of the gods. And with Cell, he actually also gets a new form. I know this would be kinda fanficky, but after seeing the Dragon Ball Super Superhero movie, I think this is fitting. Cell's new form would be similar to his Cell Max form, with Cell having red skin. With Goku and Buu's Ultra Instinct and Ego, they have a better control of the two forms of the gods. So Piccolo is not just going to beat them both with ease. Now the tournament will begin, and the team captain will be Piccolo, and the team will be Goku, Broly, Gohan, himself, Buu, Krillin, Tien, Cell, and 16. 16 has gotten quite a few upgrades thanks to the two Bulmas. Now the tournament will begin, and everything would really go the same, but Cell probably taking out everybody that Frieza took out in canon, and 16 taking out everybody Vegeta would have in canon. Now the remaining universes will be 7 and 11, but Universe 7 will have some losses, with the humans being eliminated along with 16. So Gohan would battle Dispo, Broly would battle Topo, as Goku, Buu, and Piccolo would battle Jiren. Gohan would be able to defeat Dispo on his own, and he would help Broly eliminate Topo. Now Jiren will get serious, as Goku uses Ultra Instinct Domin, Buu would use Ultra Ego, as Piccolo uses a mix of the two, as they battle Jiren, with Jiren actually being on the back burner. The three warriors of Universe 7 will know they will have to eliminate themselves with Jiren, so they will hold off Jiren, as Broly shoots a large blast as they all fall out of the arena. Now Broly and Gohan will be the last ones in the room, as they wish back all the universes. And the Moro arc will start, but because of how strong the Z fighters are, Moro dies. Dragon Ball Super Superhero will go easier. I'm not going to cover the Granola arc, so that is where we are going to leave it off for right now. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed, as well as comment down below what video I should do next. So with all that said, I'll see everyone in the next video. See ya, and until we meet again.